The good news is this might not have originated from skinning cats. Why is English so weird? Hello and welcome to Emma's ESL English. Today we have another weird idioms episode. Today we have 4 idioms that are just so weird, but they're really common. All of these idioms I hear on a regular basis. So these are in common use, but super weird. First of all, more ideas than you can shake a stick at. Why are you shaking a stick? And what are you shaking it at? I don't know. What has the stick got to do with anything? I don't know. It's a mystery. That's the problem with these idioms. They bear no resemblance to the thing that they're actually talking about. So if we have more ideas that we can shake a stick up, or more of something than we can shake a stick at, then we mean we have lots of something. So if you have something that you could shake a stick at, then it means that you have lots of that thing. As to why we are shaking the stick, I have no idea. Sorry. Next one. The comments were like water off a duck's back. This one I heard this week. The duck, I don't know why. But you can kind of see the reference, okay? The duck is floating along, it goes into the water, it comes back out again, the water whoosh, straight off and the duck's dry again, right? So water goes very quickly off a duck's back. Very quickly off a duck's back. It's nice and dry again. So we're talking about something that doesn't stick. Something that doesn't cause irritation or bother or difficulty. It just, whew. So this is the key point for this idiom. Whenever we're using this idiom, we're talking about something that we could expect might bother someone. We could expect might cause them anxiety or stress or concern. But in fact, it's like water off a duck's back. Whew. It doesn't bother them at all. We can also sometimes use this idiom to mean that a person is oblivious. So sometimes we're using this idiom to say like they didn't even notice this thing that happened or this comment. But a lot of the time when we're using this idiom, what we mean is that I expected that to bother them and it didn't at all. They're totally okay with it. In this case, we could be talking about social media and somebody's getting some bad comments on social media and their family say, it was like water off a duck's back. The comments didn't bother him. I don't know which order to put these two in because one of them's not very nice. Let's do the not very nice one first and then we can end on a slightly happier note. There are more than one ways to skin a cat. The good news is this might not have originated from skinning cats, but fish. I don't know. Why is English so weird? It's so weird. Okay, so there are more than one ways to skin a cat. What we're actually saying is there are many ways to do things. We don't have to do things this way. We can do them another way. That's what this idiom is actually about. This is a very old idiom, but potentially it comes from the idea of actually skinning a fish, a catfish. And the catfish was quite commonly shortened to just cat. So this actually may have been originally about fish, not about cats at all. But nobody knows that. That came from Googling. Most people don't Google idioms before they use them. So it's very common that we would assume that this is actually about cats, which is why this idiom has always freaked me out a little bit because I'm always like, why? Why are we doing that to a cat? That's unnecessary. We're not. It's a fish. That's not much better. So there are more than one ways to skin a cat. Really what we're saying is there are many ways to do things and there are other choices than this. So it's very common to hear this in a situation where somebody is maybe saying we must do it this way or I want to do it this way. And someone else might say there are more than one way to skin a cat, meaning we can do it another way. There are different choices, different ways to do it. This does have a bit of a sinister tone to it, and it is quite often used in a little bit of a sinister way because of that. So it could be a more negative situation just because the tone is a little bit So the last one I want to talk about today is miss the boat. So today's things that you can hear all of them in common use. Using them in business, I think probably it's most common, maybe shake a stick at, water off a duck's back and missed a boat are probably the most common for business context. Miss the boat, literally, there goes the boat and we're standing here and we missed it. So I think you've missed the boat on that one. could be used whenever we've missed an ideal opportunity for a situation to happen. So if we are trying to make something happen and there's a moment where we could say the thing or do the thing and then we don't, and somebody else does it, somebody else takes it, then we've missed the boat. The reason I think this is common in business at the moment is because I think there's a lot of trending ideas. A lot of businesses are jumping on the idea of trends and trying to connect their business to trends in social media so they can raise the profile of their business. And if you miss the boat, then you missed the kind of peak of the trend. Could be a very common way to use this right now. So anyone who's trying to jump on a trend, or they think about jumping on a trend, but the trend happened 2 years ago, something like that, then we could say, I think you missed the boat on that one. This can also apply to bigger things. It could be talking about something someone wants to do that's really out of date, or some kind of fashion style, all sorts of different things. But basically the idea is that you're a little late for whatever this thing is, and so you missed the boat. Your opportunity has passed by. All right, let's leave it there for today. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.